What's going on, fam? It's Jay the Black here. Another video. Salute to everybody that's tuning in. You know, I'm very disgusted by this particular news that I am speaking on. Now, this is from Media Takeout, so take it however you want to take it. But when I read this and what is being said on Twitter, right, is in regards to ASAP Rocky and how now all of a sudden, because he was defending some Swedish girls from being groped by quote unquote what was deemed to be drug addicts, now all of a sudden they're trying to cancel him because he was defending white women. These are feminists. The Twitter feminists are trying to cancel him. But what's more egregious is that ASAP considers himself to be a feminist ally. And he stands with women. And I tell you guys all the time, man, no matter how much you pander to these women, to these types of women, they're going to turn on you eventually. They're going to turn on you eventually. And ASAP is in Sweden jailed due to getting into a fight with what I believe to be people who are on I believe these guys, from what I'm hearing, are actually Muslims in a no-go zone. Because, you know, there's a lot of, migrants from, I believe, North Africa and Syria as well that have all been going into Europe. And Sweden is a place that has welcomed them. And ASAP, on video, I believe he posted it, fighting these guys, because these guys, according to him, were groping the women who were, around. And then they started shit with ASAP. And now, because of this situation, he's sitting in a Swedish jail. This is what goes on, people. There's rules for some and rules for others. And particularly if you are in support of left-leaning politics, which I'm assuming that ASAP is, now he sees the fruits of that, and he understand that the same the system that he's now currently dealing with is the same type of system that people here in America are trying to push, especially the left-leaners are trying to push. And I tell people all the time in my videos, stop pandering, because eventually they're gonna flip on you. What's going on with him in Sweden is atrocious. So because he's defending himself against a group of people who think that the rules don't apply to them, now he's sitting in jail. And he's a celebrity, people. Imagine if he was just a regular guy. And you have these Twitter feminists calling him a colorist because he's defending white women, even though they accept the feminist ideology of a white woman. So that doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense. Let me read this article. Rapper ASAP Rocky is fighting for his life. He's currently locked in a Swedish jail and is facing up to 6 years in prison for getting into a street fight. Just getting into a street fight, people. Now the rapper is in additional jeopardy. He's also caught in the crossfire of a debate about where he stands with women and the feminist ideology. Okay. Rocky, born Rakim Myers, was arrested in Sweden for fighting. Rocky claims that he was defending white women who were being groped and harassed by drug addicts. When Twitter learned that Rocky is claiming he was defending white girls, many black feminists went off. They're now calling the rapper a colorist, a fraud, and a fake feminist. To prove their point, black Twitter feminists are bringing up Rocky's past comments on dark-skinned women, Black Lives Matter, and his association with alleged assaulter Ian Connor. Here's what is being said on social media. They got a couple of posts here. One post: the fact that women are thirsting over a man who was colorist and also was friends with multiple assaulters. let's see. And this one post has over 4,000 people commenting on it. Let's see. The fact that women are thirsty. Oh, I read that. Okay, and while we're on the topic, let's not forget he said Black lives don't matter because he doesn't have those experiences. Y'all are trying to cancel ASAP Rocky, and yet you still listen to Tyler the Creator, you still listen to Rihanna, you still listen to Chris Brown, you still listen to Kanye, you still listen to Lil Nas X. Y'all calling ASAP Rocky a colorist as if Cardi wasn't calling y'all all types of burnt roaches. Hate to see it. On Friday, a Swedish court ruled that ASAP Rocky, whose given name is Rakim Myers, poses a flight risk following his arrest for alleged assault. For the next 2 weeks, the rapper will be detained in Stockholm Detention Center while authorities conduct an investigation into the incident in which Rocky and his companions got into an altercation with two men on the street on Sunday. So a few drug addicts are not my fans. We don't know these guys and we didn't want trouble. The rapper wrote under one of the two Instagram videos he posted of the scuffle. They followed us for 4 blocks and they were slapping girls' butts who passed. Give me a break. Under the other, Rocky wrote hits security in the face with headphones, then followed us. According to the New York Times, a video clip published by a Swedish newspaper allegedly showed the rapper hurling one of the men to the ground. There's a lot going on in those countries, man. And the one thing I would say to ASAP is you got to get up on your politics, man. There's a lot going on in some of those countries, man. And they do have no-go zones. And obviously, you are in one of those no-go zones. First off, I'm not going to be walking around in a country, in a city I don't know much about. Okay? That's one thing, you know. And if ASAP didn't know of the political situation, then I'm pretty sure he knows it now. Okay? And those governments have allowed their countries to basically be a haven for certain types of people who do things and there's no consequence for it. And he was trying to be the stand-up guy in the situation, which we see doesn't help. Now, they're trying to punish him for defending himself. I don't think it was that he was defending himself. It was who he was defending himself against. I'm telling you, man, when y'all look at these situations, man, y'all got to understand the political landscape. Stop being naive. Stop, thinking that everything is just in America. There's a lot going on outside of America. ASAP travels to these different countries to perform, but the thing about ASAP is that I heard that he had got into it with some people in, I believe, Australia, but he said that wasn't true. But there was a video of him getting into it with somebody in the UK a while back. So I think ASAP, they may have told ASAP that there were places that he shouldn't go, and I think he went there anyway. Because he just seemed like the type of person that if you tell him something, he's not going to listen. And again, I'm not blaming him for why he's sitting in jail. If he defend himself. What I'm saying is this, man. When you are an American, especially an artist, and you don't really know the area, you have to be very careful of where you at. Now, when it comes to this situation with these Twitter feminazis, it's the black feminists. I don't think white feminists care. But it's funny how you have black women who call themselves feminists who are upset at ASAP, but they call themselves feminist for being upset at him because he's defending white women, but you accept an ideology that was started by white women. Do y'all see how that doesn't make sense? He's defending the same women that you team up with. Black women didn't start. There are women out there that are trying to blackwash feminism and say that black women started feminism. Right. So if that was true, then black women would have been embracing the ideology before the 1960s or 70s, right? But they're trying to make it, they're trying to basically try to fudge that particular part of history. Feminism was always started by Caucasian women who wanted more power, not only in their relationships, but they wanted more opportunities in the workplace. Okay? If black women started feminism, it didn't go nowhere. Who was they seeking to get more power then? But these same women are upset at ASAP, and they're trying to disparage his character while he's in jail. Because you claim he's defending white women, but you accept the ideology of white women. You follow a lot of white feminists on social media. You retweet them. You try to look like them. You're friends with them. What's funny is that these pro-black feminists don't even have black friends. The only time you see them around black women is when they're at events or at a party or something, or at a meet and greet. But for the most part, they have Caucasian friends because they don't even like other black women. But they want to call him out for color now in 2019. Now you want to call him out? Is it because, you're looking for a reason to be upset? I'm telling you, these women are never satisfied. Stop pandering to them. You pandering to them is not going to get you very far. It's not. And I think ASAP Rocky now is going to see that. And I hope people understand this, man. ASAP needs support. If y'all are a so-called fan of his, you need to be supporting this guy. Okay? Because he is in a very bad situation, man. But oh no, these same women who claim to be fans of him want to disparage him because it's about we want to target the black men who like white women or help white women. And it's like, are you insane? What's funny is that these same women probably are with a white dude. The more pro-black or anti-black male she is, the more she loves non-black men. We've seen that. All you have to do is go and take a look at these women's social media, and it will tell you the contradiction. They want to cling on to blackness while they don't even like black people themselves. So let me stick in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts.